Hi, I'm here because I just figured out how to make the hacks work on System 4.3 U. In my last video, was showing how to get the homebrew channel and how to get the hacks and stuff, but I didn't know how they worked. Well, I got a hacker that was on Black Ops last night, and he showed me how to do it. And all you need, like I told you before in my other videos, 2 GB SD card are in there, not under 1 gig, not over 2 gigs. And what you do is you go to geckocodes.org and you download the codes on you go to geckocodes.org, you go to your games that you want, you click export, you click download GCT, and after you do that, when you go to your game, you go to add codes, and then there should be some check boxes, and you click the code you want, and you download them to your desktop, and then what you do is after that, you get your Ocarina Code Manager, which is necessary to hack games. It's the Ocarina Code Manager, and once you do that, you open up a text file, and you open up the desktop codes that you just saved from the GCT off the Gecko Codes website, and then what you do is you put the check marks on which ones you want again, and then you put the game ID in, like Black Ops SC7 E52, and then you put the game name in next to it, and which is like if you had Animal Crossing, the A and the C in Animal Crossing would be capitals, and if you had like Animal Crossing and then it was called something else like they have Spyro the beginning or something like that, just as an example, you put Spyro capital S and then semicolon space, and then you put capital T and capital B the beginning, and that's how you do that. And then when you put those in, you check check which ones you want onto it, and then or you can do it manually by just clicking add a code, comment, or category. You copy and paste the name onto it, press OK, click on the name on the left hand side, and then copy and paste the codes onto where the codes go in the middle, where it says code contents. And then what you do is after that, you save your data that you just put on there, and you have a little checkbox right next to it, and it turns into a little thing, and you can just check it, and then you export to the GCT again, and on your SD card you have to have a folder called codes. Doesn't have to be capitals, doesn't have to be lowercase, it can be either. But what I did with mine is I did capital C and then with codes, just put codes on, and then I did that, and it automatically saves to codes on your SD card. Just click on SD if it's not already saving to it, and it should say uh, SD card codes, and then it should say SC7 or whatever your game ID is. And it should say that right on the directory, and then you click export. It'll go to your SD card, and now we slip it into our Wii. See, I put mine right in here. SD card. Oh, turn on my Wii. Alright. I continue from there. And you have to have the homebrew channel if you haven't watched any of my other videos of how to get hacks. And if you were just looking to how to get hacks, well, you might want to watch my other video, because you will need the homebrew channel. You go to the homebrew channel right here. Start. And you have to have Gecko 1931. Gecko OS version. Well, not Gecko OS, just Gecko 1931. You load that right up. And this is compatible with the GameCube controller and the Wii pad, or nunchuck. You go to configure options. You have to have the hook type as OSS sleep thread. And you have to have the SD cheats on. Everything else should either be default or no. No bubbles. Bubbles will mess it up, even though you love the bubbles. No. The game does not care. It wants to beat you up until you cry. Anyways, after you have that all done, you launch the game, setting up drive, and it should say on the bottom SD codes found. See? SD codes found. Your screen will turn green. That is normal. And you can't have anything plugged in. You can't even have your mic plugged in. You have to have it blank. Because if you have anything plugged in to your Wii, besides the cords to show the video and stuff, and the sensor bar, an SD card and the USB drive like I have are okay, but you can't have any mics, GameCube controllers, or memory cards plugged in when you put Gecko on. Or it'll freeze your Wii when you're going into this part like right here like I am. And what you do is you have to go through and you have to go to your games right here. And you go through. And what you do is I have zombie code, so I go to zombies. I go to online. And the codes will automatically go to the game. And you just wait for it to load and stuff unless you have a different game and you won't have to load it. And then you go to a private match like I do. And you invite some friends if you have Black Ops. And I invited a couple, hoping they'd come. And I hope some of them come. Hoping they come. Well, I'll skip to the next part when my friends come. I'll see you guys later. And when my friends come on, I'll record my next video.